Hi, I'm Brian McLachlan, and this is Deep Thought Balloon, little videos about comics, stories, pop culture, and other stuff. Let's talk about how to come up with ideas. In my book, Draw Out the Story, 10 Secrets to Creating Your Own Comics, I shared the idea of making your brainstorm rain right by brainstorming on a bunch of different headings. When your joke can be anything, it's too overwhelming, so we narrow it down. We start with the topic for our jokes. Maybe it's been assigned by an editor, or it's something trending on social media. But if you don't have a topic in mind for your comics, I recommend picking something that you like to draw. I took wizards. Next, you come up with a bunch of different areas to brainstorm. Cut down that overwhelming blank space with manageable categories. You can use noun categories like people, places, and things. But I find people is too narrow for comics. I like living things because there's a lot of humor in animal and monster characters. If we have nouns, you can add verbs by having action words. And if you include turns of phrase, you can find those rhythms that already exist that you can throw a twist on. You can add your own categories depending on your interests, like maybe you want a section about sports or song titles. You have to put as many things into those zones as possible. More than 5 if you can. Really push yourself. Then you come up with opposites. Come up with things that hate wizards, people who don't believe in wizards, things you would never imagine them doing, like surfing at the beach, because that's another way to find our surprises. Why would a wizard be on an airplane instead of using a broom or a magic spell? You can start to ask what if, or why, to find some funny answers. If you're a visual thinker, you can doodle a page of things that relate to your subject and see what sort of things spring to mind that way. Your categories here are decided by your topic, so looking at wizards' hats and wands, etc., what can I draw that looks like these things that might lead to jokes? Now that you have your list, hopefully jokes are already springing to mind, but maybe they're not. Why do we have written lists? Because many jokes are based on wordplay, because humans talk and write a lot, and there are lots of ways to play with words, like puns, idioms, paraprosdokians, malapropisms, portmanteaus, oxymorons, and mode greens. If that went by too fast, you can always pause or look them up yourself. I look at these brainstorm words and look for ones that can mean other things or be heard in other ways. I often use a rhyming dictionary, a thesaurus, and an idiom or phrase finder to help. The rhyming dictionary helps me come up with mode greens and portmanteaus that link two very different ideas in my script, like wizards and surfing. The thesaurus is for other words in case there are no good rhymes for the joke. Is using magician or warlock better than wizard? Boogie boarding might not help, but I can pick words around surfing like beach or wave. You may want to search for your topic and slang to help you come up with those non-dictionary words like hang 10 and wipeout. Eventually there's always a combination, like realizing sand and witch could lead to a joke. It might not be the funniest joke, but there's usually something there if you spend enough time and have a funny enough drawing to go with it. If you're having trouble coming up with topics to joke about, comedy writer Gene Perret says that in order to have a good sense of humor, you need to see, recognize, and accept. To see, you need to have new experiences, try new things, meet new people, go new places. That way you're going to have a list of more things to draw from. To recognize, you need to think about those experiences. Think about who made this thing? Where did this tradition come from? What purpose does this serve? And research the things if you can. To accept is the hardest. Accepting good stuff is easy. Accepting the hard stuff is what can make you into a joker. Something bad happened, and you're ready to move past it, accepting it as something you can't fix. At least for right now. This step doesn't really help with jokes about cookies or wizards, but it does help with jokes about terrible things in your life you might want to explore through jokes. Plus, it helps you have a happier life. We'll get into this in another video. Side note, relationship expert John Gottman says that when people are arguing, things often get worse when they don't realize that the other side is trying to stop the fight. He saw people joke to try and calm things down, but the other person got angrier, saying, "This isn't a joke!" These jokes, usually not very good ones, are what he calls repair attempts. And now that you know about them, maybe you can see and recognize and accept them. You can wind down fights instead of winding them up. Even just saying repair attempt is clunky and funny and awkward. It may help you and your friend or family member stop yelling and start talking. Anyways, good luck and keep thinking deep thought balloons.